Alrighty, it's on. So, welcome to a League of Legends gameplay where I explain kind of how to do some cool stuff that's good for carrying teams. Usually in the jungle. A lot of times I'll go mid lane, but almost always jungle. I like the jungle. Unfortunately, Riot likes to do this fun thing where they change everything about the jungle every season, so that's always fun. I think I did finally figure out a pretty good way to jungle Amumu though, finally. There was definitely a couple games where I just got, like, executed by the red buff, like 3 times in a row. I was like, what the hell? So, I guess if there's one thing you can take away from this game, I'm just gonna say it now. If you're an AP champion, you want to get some help with red buff and start there. If you're an AD champion, you want to do the opposite and start with blue buff with some help there. So Amumu, the way I play him is like bruiser AP. I know it's not really a thing, but like basically what I'll do for my build path is I'll get Cinder Hulk, boots obviously, and depending on if they're like a heavy AD team, then I'll go Ninja Tabby. If they've got a lot of CC, I'll go work treads. And then after that, what I like to do is I build like a kind of rise build. I don't know if you know what that is. It's where you get like a tier, which gives you a ton of mana, and it like stacks up and it makes your maximum mana go up. And I also get Rod of Ages, which also makes your maximum health, mana, and ability power go up. So those will stack off of each other eventually once you get the Archangel Staff. The passive on this means that you gain ability power equal to 3% of your maximum mana, which is awesome. That's like really cool. Hey, can you give me a leash, please? Cool. Yeah. And then after that I like to get, well, before I finish the staff, because really Amumu doesn't need a ton of AP, especially at the beginning. You want to get a little bit tanky. We got each other on this one, Amumu. Yeah, buddy. But yeah. Amumu is really good because his ultimate can just straight carry a team fight, like, all by yourself. If you can stick a stun on an entire team, most teams just have no idea what to do with that. So, talk about my jungle route a little bit right here. What I like to do is start at red, because as I said, with an AP champion, you need help with red. Like, even at level 3, you can't even solo it anymore. It's kind of ridiculous and stupid in my opinion, but whatever. Right does what right pleases. Most champions have trouble with the Raptors because they don't have AoE ability. But Amumu's a little different with that because he does have an AoE ability. His E and his W. His R is actually AoE, but you don't want to be using that on camps. So, I'm actually going to grab my Q here. I don't know if I'll use it on them. Yeah, this will be good. We'll go after this guy. So I'm going to be hurting for mana pretty bad. But after I have blue buff, it should be fine. So yeah, as you can see, blue buff now has negative 30 magic resistance. Which means that blue buff is way more affected by AP champions. And red buff has the same thing, except it's way more affected by AD champions, or attack damage champions. So another fun thing I'd like to do on this channel is have some noob-friendly sections, right? Because I've played a lot of different video games, and League of Legends is by far like the most difficult to pick up. I wouldn't say it's like the most difficult. Like Dark Souls is arguably one of the harder video games all by itself, but yeah, that's fine. I'll just scare him a little bit. Yeah, Dark Souls is definitely like probably one of the hardest video games I've ever played. But that being said, it's easier to pick up than League of Legends. Like, long as you get the roll dodges down and a couple different timings right, you can basically figure it out. Lots of people are probably going to be like, what? You think League of Legends is harder than Dark Souls, you noob? Which, you know, arguably I'm not that great at League of Legends, so sure, call me noob if you want. But I did beat Dark Souls 3 without looking at a single guide in like 2 days or something, so I'm not a total scrub. No. See if we can kill this guy. Probably won't be able to, but oh my god. I freaking landed it. And if I had red buff, I probably could have got that guy there. If nothing else, we just take some pressure off of Vlad there. So. Absorb some experience. Yeah, this guy should really just go back before the other general comes in and murders him. Another thing that should probably be noted is that I'm playing on my alternate account. So my summoner level on this is level 19, I think, right now. And I think I'm just going to keep playing on this one for a while, because it's just good to mix it up. And I want to make this, like, a bit more noob-friendly. Which, there's, like, hardly anything that's very noob-friendly in League of Legends. Like, even the guides, most of them I see are, like, they just kind of gloss over some of the finer points. And so if you have any specific questions about stuff, just feel free to post them in the comments, and I'll answer them. Don't feel like anything's too dumb. We all started somewhere. Even Bjergsen himself once didn't know how to last hit minions. If you're wondering who Bjergsen is, he's one of the professional players that plays mid lane most of the time for TSM or Team Solo Mid. He's a really good League of Legends player, arguably the best one in North America. Arguably one of the best mid laners in the world. Alright, so Darius killing our jungler. So as we can see, the enemy jungler is up here, which means that he's not down here. I know that seems kind of like an obvious thing, but their red buff, I think is this one, yeah, is going to be up. Yeah, red bramble south is what it says there. So their red buff is going to be up very soon. And Zac is going to be in the fountain and not able to defend it. So that means this is a perfect time to run in there and steal it. A little bit of counter jungling. And whenever you're counter jungling, it's always good to... If you go in here, you can drag the red buff and yourself inside the bush. And nobody can see you right now. Like, if Zac were to walk up right here, he wouldn't see me right now. Yep. See, I was right there and he didn't see me once right there, so... I stole his red buff and he never even realized it. Another good thing to note, if you ever stun or put any hard CC on the Scuttle Crab, you can see its magic resistance will be reduced to negative. So it has negative resistance, it basically has the opposite of affinity to that, right? So instead of it being like harder to kill by magic stuff, it makes it way easier to be killed by magic stuff. So normally magic resistance, or MR, as people like to call it, would give you like a bigger resistance to any magic stuff, but that guy instead is a weakness to it since his magic resist is negative. And the same thing with the blue buff, which is one of the things they actually changed quite recently, is that it now has negative 43 magic resistance. So that means all my abilities do way more damage to the blue buff than it would do to anything else. And Amumu, his ganks are like alright, but they're really nothing special until he hits level 6, which I just did. So I'm gonna go down here. We've got a Tryndamere support, that's kind of weird. So if you're not a jungler, not a jungle main watching this, this is not what you want to do when your jungler comes in for a gank. They're just sitting back doing whatever. So they want me to initiate the gank, which doesn't work because I have to come in, and the second they see me, they're going to be like, oh, this is like a... Oh, there you go, that works. So yeah, that's how you jungle as a Amumu, right? Come in, drop your ult on as many people as you can. Watch them die. You too, man. And yeah, there's just nothing at all they can do about it, and it's kind of hilarious to watch all of the time. Aw. Over-predicted that a little bit. I think he just used his ult on me. Yeah, he totally did. And he's going after me, which probably means Zach is nearby. Okay, you did not need or want to flash that, mate. So I'm gonna flash away from that just so I don't die. And I think I could probably do the Raptors, we'll see. Just because it like instantly resets your E on Amumu. They're really easy to clear for Amumu. Yeah, with my Hunter's Potion I can just keep on rolling through the jungle. I don't think I'll be able to kill red right now. Okay. So yeah. If anyone's wondering why my E is going up so fast sometimes and not, it's because whenever you take damage, the cooldown on it is actually reduced by 0.5 seconds, which means, like, no matter how much damage too. Obviously, these little Krugs are not doing very much damage. Neither are any of the small Raptors. But, when a bunch of them are hitting me at once, it makes the overall cooldown go down each time one of those little ones hits. So, Cinder Hulk obviously is one of the best things you can get on Amumu. You can only have one control ward up at a time, since mine's still here in his jungle. And by the way, this is a great place to put, like, a control ward. They used to be pink wards, but now it's control. Because most junglers don't actually go through this bush. Like, I always kind of make a point of going through it, just because it's kind of common practice for the good junglers to go there. Alright, let's see if I can get in here. I don't think I'll be able to help them, but if they get greedy, I might be able to. Okay, let's help clean up the Zach. Are you kidding me right now? God damn it, what an idiot. Oh my god, that's annoying. What is that guy thinking? Whatever. So I probably should have gone back there and helped him clean up the Zach. But I thought he could handle it. Clearly, he's not a big boy, like I thought. Let's see if I can get his Zinjo. Yeah, he doesn't need any help with that. Good job, Darius. Okay, hopefully this plant is here. Hey, it is. Yeah, it's these little plants now. The one here in the river will drop this, which just gives you some mana and some health, but each time you walk over it, it also slows you down a little bit, so totally kill this guy. No ultimate. Yeah, they've definitely got a ward in that bush. Which is fine. We'll just go back and farm in the jungle for a bit.
Let's find some friends.
We'll hang out around here. In case... oh wow. Yeah, everyone's trying to kill this guy. Get a cheeky little kill there. Dodge the virus arrow. This tower's almost dead, so like literally one shot would kill it at this point. So I just kind of want to clear waves, and yeah, they could literally just walk up to it and hit it and kill it. So trying to defend that will probably get me killed, more than likely. So I'm kind of hurting for mana right now, which is one of the reasons I actually do this build, is because Amumu hurts for mana. Especially if you have his W up at all. It just drains 8 mana per second. It also does percentage health to enemies, so like the more health they have, like the more max health they have, the more damage they take from this. And honestly, in this, like one of the most common builds right now is for people to build like heavy tank. Like tanks are very, very prevalent right now. Damn it, I didn't want to take that from Jin, but oh well. This may not be the greatest idea right now. Alright, I don't have smite up. So they should win that. Hopefully Sona will heal me a little bit. How's that turret doing? He's got plenty of health, so... So I don't have any mana, but I might be able to get a single Q off and help them. So right now Trinity uses his ultimate, which means that he can't die until it runs out. But whenever you're going against a Tryndamere like that, the best thing to do is when he pops his ultimate, you'll hear it yell, he'll be like, "Roar." That was a terrible impression, whatever. And basically when he does that, just kite him. And if you don't know what kiting is, it just means to walk away from him. And it looked like he wanted to try and take that from me. Which should be fine, I have Hunter's Potion, so I have like infinite regen, but... yeah. So yeah, with Tryndamere, if you're fighting against him and you hear him yell really loud like that, the best thing to do is just to walk away from him. Or, like, in that case, we were fighting him here. If we chase him and run over here, he'd be behind us. So, like, just don't get next to him. Just get out of melee range of Tryndamere when his ultimate goes off. I told you, I freaking told you, and you just went out there anyway. Who needs a gank? Mid lane probably needs defended a little bit. If Zach hangs around, I'll go out there. Aha, I got the counter minion. Yeah, you really don't want to hang around right now, Zach. I'll mess you up. Totally stole that kill from me, but whatever. That's funny. Should have probably held my ultimate until he was dead. So every champion has a passive, and Zach's passive is that he like splits into 4 little blobs. Wow, I have a lot of gold. Should have gone back a while ago. And if those 4 little blobs converge in the middle again, then he just comes back to life like a guardian angel item.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, let's talk about the build again for a second. So I got tier, which means each time I use an ability, it increases my maximum mana. I got this and this, which will eventually build into a Rod of Ages. This just makes it so that you gain total max health, max mana, and max ability power throughout the game. Up to like a stack of 10, I think. So it does take a little bit of time to stack up, but it really stacks up pretty quickly. And you want to be using a lot of your abilities just to get stacks of this. So you've already got 36 bonus mana. Yeah. It should be noted too that if you just leave your W on all the time, it doesn't actually trigger this. Maybe it does. It's weird. Oh, I think you have to turn it on and off. If you just leave it ticking, each tick doesn't necessarily trigger the Tear of the Goddess. But each time it hits, I think it does. His W is kind of weird with that. Yes, please chase him.
Come play with me.
Damn it. No, the blue button's okay, cool. I bet we could just straight up kill Varus here. So it should be noted that Amumu's abilities are all AoE, like area of effect. So what I just did to Varus, I could do to an entire team in one hit as well. Because again, all his abilities are area of effect. His W, his E, and his R. I guess his Q is the only single target one. Yeah, their range is good. But his Q is a stun, which just kind of walks people down for you to kill him. Which is always fun. Alrighty. Let's go mid and kill Zinjo, I guess. No ultimate, but that's alright. Yeah, he really didn't need to flash there, but whatever. This is perfect. Looks like this game, we're gonna win, but it's gonna be close-ish. I just kinda wanted to kill this guy for vision. I don't think Zach's even paying attention right there. Alright, let's see if we can get a counter gank going here. Darius should be able to kill that guy. Jin got the triple kill. Oh, that's awesome. That could not have worked out any better. So something that's actually really good to do on Amumu is to flash and then ult to get into position. So, I don't know why I'm taking this. Maybe I could not take this, actually. Yeah, maybe one now. got like 3k gold, so I need to just go back and buy some stuff. Yeah, I don't have my legs doing much of anything, so I could have maybe helped in that team fight, but I'm not going to right now. Alright. I always forget what the stupid items are for this. So, they have a lot of AD on their team, so I'll get the Ninja Tabby.
Come play with me.
Ninja Tabby is really good against AD champions like Tryndamere, Corki. Otherwise, I like to get Mercury Treads just so I don't have as much. I get more tenacity so I don't stay stuck forever.
Let's find some friends.
Let's try and get this tower maybe. Bot's probably gone at this point, to be honest. Yeah, you should probably run away, Jin. Okay, I'll go after Tryndamere now. Yeah, we gotta kill that guy. So let's see what way he runs. He's smart, he'll run away. Predicted that too much. Alright, so he's using his ult right now, so he's unkillable. As soon as it wears off, just stab him in the face like they did. Alright, as you can see, there's a little 1 on this, and there's now plus 20 health, 10 mana, and 4 ability power. So that just means that it's stacking up. Alright, he's going this way, I'll cut him off. I'm gonna use my ultimate on him right now, probably. Probably don't need to use my ultimate on him either. God, I love this build. What's really nice with this build is you'll end up with like 3,500 health, and you'll still be doing just ridiculous amounts of damage. So you'll be able to kill everyone else, and nobody will be able to kill you, which is like the perfect thing that you want. So with most junglers, I like to split push a lot. Amumu is actually a lot better than just putting team fights, because his ultimate is just game changing. See, I think I just about one-shotted Corki here. And my Q will be up here in a second. And Corki's dead. So one thing you're kind of supposed to do as jungler is just run in the back line, especially as a tank and a jungler. But especially when you're both, is to run into the back line and just try and kill their AD carry. Because they're always really easy to kill. Yeah, we need to just get back at this point. I could take Zen, but probably not him as well. Alright, Tryndamere's pushing pretty hard. As Tryndamere likes to do. Go over here and cut him off.
Come play with me.
See if Tryndamere's in this bush or not.
Let's find some friends.
Steal some gold there. So I already have blue buff, so if somebody else wants this, they should come take it. And Darius uses mana. Doesn't use a ton of mana, but he does use mana, I guess. So he's more than welcome for that. Alrighty. Once I get my proto belt, that'll really help in team fights too, because that can help you reposition your ultimate. Yikes. It's probably a good thing I didn't actually land that Q there. That was rough. Darius is just going balls to the walls now. Someone finally targeted me. Alright. So Pro Belt is next on the list. So just need to finish our tier. Ordron. Oh, they surrendered. Good game. Well, as you can see, that's how you play Amumu. If you liked the video, go ahead and click that like button if you didn't, and go away.